What's up, YouTube? It's Chris from ChrisGlides, and just in here in the garage, I'm gonna give you a quick update on what's going on with Blade, which is the 2023 RoadKing build. It is a police edition RoadKing, and as you can see from a few videos back, I talked about how I was gonna transform this thing, and well, let me give you a quick update. So today I just took off all the saddle bags. I actually bought the long bags. Took them off the bike. I don't really have them in a safe place, but they're on the floor. Nothing's moving in here. Took off everything. And what I'm doing is I'm getting ready to remove the rear fender so that on, I think Monday, maybe even today, I'm actually getting the Advanblack Dominator fender, which looks just like that, but it'll be a vivid black with the smoke lights and the black license plate. And I'll be removing this one, putting the other one on. And I did order the 21-inch chrome wheel, twisted spoke wheel, and it will have the white wall on there with the 21-inch. And I have the risers to go ahead and lift up that front fender. And so I've already added bars and the different light pieces and things like that, like the hood part of the lights and chrome and all that stuff. And so this is my first one I'm doing, so I'm not really experienced at building a Vicla, and so this is where I'm at so far. These bikes people put like thousands of dollars into, and I'm just gonna build a basic one because I don't see many of them here in the DMV. I've been seeing some more recent, but it's only because I guess because I'm starting to look a lot more. And so what I want to do is I'm gonna start off with the front wheel, and I did order the fishtails, not just the slip-on pipes, but I did order the full system. All of everything is coming from Southern California, and they gave me a time of 8 to 12 weeks, 8 to 16 weeks, and I'm like, man, I hope it comes faster than that, because I just don't want to wait that long. So anyway, so far I've changed out to the flush mount caps, which I did that the other day. And I changed the speedometer, and so this thing has different colors. You can see the color changes, but I set it to blue, there it is, to match the blue light on the flush mount gas cap indicator. And so that was a quick change that I did, and wasn't too difficult. I didn't make a how-to video on some of these parts because if I see something and there's thousands of how-to videos, then I don't want to do another one. But just kind of showing you that I did that. I added rear passenger pegs because I do want to have a Vicla that's still functional, where I could ride two up, or I could just put the solo seat on. So I have a two-part seat, which is right there, similar to the same one that I have on Grady. And with Grady, I actually will remove the Tour Pak sometimes, take off the second seat and ride, and it just gives the bike a total different look. And so that's what I'll be doing with Blade. Sometimes I'll be rolling with the Razor Tour Pak, and sometimes I'll take it off and ride solo. So I'm trying to figure out with these bars, I just added on something for right now. I put on some 12-inch bars like these. These are the factory 47s that I have on Grady. And it was really hard trying to find chrome grips, and so I've ordered like 2 or 3 pair, and every time I got some, there was a flaw in them, and or they didn't want to fit on this side. So I was like, you know what, I'm not dealing with it anymore. So I just went on and got the Harley-Davidson brand Empire collection chrome grips. And I know everybody's like, yo, I know you're not gonna keep black on here, so yeah, this will all be changed out to chrome. As far as from it being a police edition, I still have these red controls right there. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that. So if you guys have had a police edition, let me know what you did with those red knobs and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to change those out. I know I'm gonna have to change out these levers, and I did change out the mirrors already, but so everything on here is not final. This is just what I've done so far. I did also change the shifter linkage, and I went with the traditional Harley Davidson one because I was at the shop there, and I like how this one was looking in chrome. I know that there's a million other chrome pieces that you can get. I saw like a cover that covers this part in chrome. I saw another cover that covers like this piece down here that was in chrome. But I'm kind of like just doing things as I go, because like I said, I never did this before. Even this is temporary, guys. So, you know, some of the stuff I'll get caught up on. I mean, I haven't had any recommendations on what to do. So I'm just kind of doing it as I do it. And one of the things I haven't figured out yet, and I'm not gonna act like I'm a professional and that I know, but so I got these hooded chrome pieces on Amazon, and one of the things I don't like is, you know, I have the space there. And when I'm looking at all the YouTube videos, they don't have spaces in there. It's like this one's off to the side. This one's kind of crooked. But I do like the fact that I put these LED ones in that are tinted, and when you turn it on, the bike on, they show clear. And when you turn on the actual, so they're clear. And so they're multifunctional now, because first they were just yellow, and now they only turn yellow when you turn on the turn signal. See that? So that's pretty cool. I like that. So it's serving like a dual purpose now. It's shining on the road a little bit, and also it is acting as turn signals when you hit the button. But anyway, what I was saying was these spaces between these covers, I probably need to go with a better brand, because these are just some like non-name brand off Amazon, but I need something that fully wraps around and closes. And some of the videos I saw where you leave the original chrome cover in, and then you put this on top. And when I did that, it doesn't close. When I take that other cover off, it will close, but there's no weather or water seal or strip around it. So I guess when I go to some bike shows, I can like ask, you know, the other builders what they did to get it right and tight. This one almost closes. This one did. I started messing with it. Now it's off to the right a little bit. So these are just because I got some cheap parts on there now for the look, but all that stuff's gonna be changed out at some point. So anyway, I'm not gonna do a how-to video on how to change out the rear section. One, because yeah, I can make it a two-part video and start disconnecting it and show you, but there's just tons of videos out there. So I am gonna start taking it apart today though. I have a lot of different tools, but I saw Steve on SIK Baggers, and he does a how-to video for the Dominator Fender. And so I did order this tool right here. It's a T40 bit, because you need a long one, he was saying, to go in and reach, I don't know, it's like one of these areas or whatever. But so I'm gonna take the bolts out here. I'm gonna remove the bolt off down here, because there's a bar that goes around. And then after I remove the 4 bolts out on both sides, this will unplug for the brake line, and then the fender will be ready to remove out. And I'll replace the same one. I'll replace the new one the same way. So that's all it is. That's why I'm not doing a how-to video. I do want to put air ride on. So if you guys know what air ride system I should get that's not going to break the bank, then put it in the comments. I've never installed an air ride system, but so let me know something that's out there that's like quick and easy, also reliable, and something that I could probably pretty much just do myself. Like, I have so many tools and stuff here to where I could do it. As far as a lift, I do have a jack and things like that to jack the bike up. So, but anyway, let me know, guys, what I could do on this new bike build. And you guys got some parts, hook it up, hook a brother up, send them to me. If you got some donate parts that you want to donate for this build, hit me up at ChrisGlides@gmail.com. We'll link up, and I'll give you a shout out, and I will let them know that it was donated by you, and or just the recommendations on like what I should get, what I should do. This channel is dedicated to putting parts on bikes that you guys recommend. And so sometimes It might be parts that I probably would rather, you know, put something else on, but if it's donated by like a company or a person or whatever, I usually put them on and I'll rock with them, just because on these bikes here, like on this bike, or actually it was the Lowrider S. I love the bike because it was performance, it was nice. It wasn't my style, but I did buy a lot of parts that were recommended by people and I put them on. So like for this bike here, I added these new Custom Dynamics fillers and the new Custom Dynamics filler piece there. Somebody was asking me, what do you do with the holes that are then on the side? Well, you can't really see, you can't see them because the bags are in the way. So if you're watching this video again, I wasn't in the garage when you asked me the question, but so you can't really see, you can't see the holes at all. I mean, I could see them and feel them, but like you really have to be like going like this to really look for them in order to see them. So I do like this Custom Dynamics plate bracket here that I added. And but when I did this project and I removed those bulky lights out the side, I did realize that I think you can use the original Harley-Davidson signature filler lights in here. I'm pretty sure you can. I'm almost ready to spend the $300 to do the experiment to see if they'll fit. Another guy asked me also online in the questions is, will those Custom Dynamics fillers go inside of this back area here and fit inside of here, and then you can put the lights back in? I'm not sure, but looking at this, I think the Harley Davidson ones might just work. It might be an experiment that I'll do. Another option that you can go with is, I didn't use it, but I bought this dark smoke tint. And so now that I have it, I can pull the lights out of the casings now. I can go ahead and tint them, and if I like it, I can put these back in, because one thing about this look is I like it. However, if I'm thinking now, if I remove my Tour Pak and go with the solo seat, then this space from here out, like normally it's flush, it just kind of looks a little strange. But I don't know, you get used to it. I saw another guy, he had a performance bagger, and you know, he had the air shocks and suspensions out, and his set in. It looked really nice on his. So it's just a look that you gotta get used to, as far as the way the new brake lights are on there when you change them out. It doesn't look bad, but there is a lot of space from here to there, which is kind of odd-ish, but they are bright as ever. And one of the things, you can't beat the warranty of a Custom Dynamics light. So I have, this is Custom Dynamics up here. This is Harley, those are Harley, and this light right here is just like a added light for extra lighting. Kind of went overboard on it, but so the next thing I wanted to do with Grady is a different seat, and I still want a two-part seat, but I never changed the backrest out on there, and I got this backrest that doesn't match the rest of the seat. So let me know what you guys think I should do with that in order to like be able to still ride solo. If I want to ride two up, I still want a comfortable ride in the back, and I just want something that's like two-part and then a nice match to it right there. And yep, so still got Grady. I tried to sell Grady for $28,000, and I'm glad that I did, and I came to my senses. Grady has about that much in parts on it with the 131 stage 4, and you can see like the bags are switched out, the side bags, the lowers, the 21-inch reel, the wraparound fender, the lights, the windshield, like all the Empire Collection series foot controls and different things, LED lights and all that. And man, but when you look at the Limited for 2024, it still has this Rushmore fairing, and it still has the same exact Same exact bike style for the 2024 Road Glide Limited, and it still starts off at $38,000, which we all know out the door on a Limited you're gonna spend about 42. And so that's where I was at with this bike just 2 years ago. So selling it for $28,000 when I paid over 42 out the door, plus immediately started doing upgrades to it, and it only has like 10,000 miles or a little over 10,000 miles on it. Let me see where we are to give you an exact number. So I was basically giving this bike away, and people were like, oh, I can get one for 25. No, you can't. So this has 10,456 miles on it, which is low. And all those miles weren't on this new engine. So this bike has probably 2,000 miles or less on this new engine. So it's got 8 speakers, and I did have an amp in there. I took the amp out because the DSP went bad, I believe, but all the wiring is ready behind the fairing. So it all has, you know, fused hard wires already up front, so you can add the amp and new DSP to the speakers that are already in there. So you got 4 speakers rear, 4 speakers front. Everything's already activated from the original system. Heated grips, RDRS, traction control, rain mode. Like, this bike is fully loaded. And I was putting inside the deal the original fenders for the front, rear, the original saddlebags. So you still take those and then sell the original parts because they're like brand new. But 28,000 for this thing, man. And I still have the original center console to where you can hook up, you plug the communicator in directly there, and you plug the other communicator in directly in the back, and you don't need to worry about like battery life, and you can talk to your rear passenger on your whole trip. And that, you know, with the Limiteds, you have like the old CB feature that they no longer have with the WIM and this, that, and the other. So Grady was a steal for that much, but I'm keeping them now. So, you know, if you were interested in it before, you pretty much lost out on a good deal, because everybody's like, oh, you can get a brand new Road Glide or Street Glide for 25. Newsflash, that bike that you guys have been buying is the standard. So when they come out with the special, most of y'all gonna take y'all standards and go trade it in for the new special. It was the same thing when the CVO came out. Then they came out with the CVO ST, and a lot of y'all took y'all CVOs, went to go get an ST with less features. So Harley will keep you on the hook all year long. Every year you should know the routine. Drop a standard, let everybody buy it. Drop a special, let everybody buy it. Bring out the CVO, let everybody buy it. And then mid-year, they come out with a CVO Limited. So how many of you guys think during Harley Homecoming that they're gonna drop the new CVO Road Glide, Street Glide Limited with the Tour Pak, with the bags, with the lower leg fairings? When they do that with some bomb ass color, I don't know what color it will be. I don't know if they're really gonna do it, but it's a damn good idea to drop a CVO Limited right at Harley Homecoming this year. And bro, I will probably be one of those first few in line looking at it. But I kind of already made my Limited, is what I was thinking with the Tour Pak. However, I don't have lowers. And so it sucks on a long road trip without lowers and it starts to rain. And that's where Grady came into play on my long road trips, was you gotta have lowers. And I seen the new lowers that they put out, some guys making lowers, but they're like the lowers for this bar, and they're like skinny at the bottom and big at the top. And one of the guys I know, his paint guy actually was able to put the standard size bar on the front somehow by rerouting the radiator hose. And he has the full lowers and the full bar like on this bike. So, and it looks good. And so I want to do that to Storm. Full size lowers, full size bar. I want to get the traditional old style bags that are long, because even though these are a new modern shape, I like those better. because they're longer, and that subtle change doesn't really matter that much to me. I do know that Advanblack is coming out with a longer bag in a design like this where you can keep your lids, and you can order the lower part of the bag that's longer. And I do know that if you order the entire kit, it will fit on this bike, and that's what I want. I want the look of the longer bags, the longer rear end on this style bike. I want to get a new front fender, and I want to get the lowers. But with this bike, if you got a 21 inch, you can only fit a certain front fender on there with the way the lower design is under there. So it's gonna take some thought, but that's kind of what I want to go with. I haven't changed my bars out yet because I like the bars on this bike, the way they feel. I don't like the cosmetic look of them, but I like the way this bike handles with those bars, so I haven't been in a rush. But basically, I'm trying to make this bike, but have that front end and infotainment on the body of this bike here. So anyway, I'm rambling on, but just kind of telling you guys my thoughts. Which Road Glide do I like better out of this Road Glide model and this Road Glide model? I like Grady better. It feels like a heavier bike. When you're on there, you know you're on a heavy Harley Davidson. This bike is light and flickable, and you can whip it around and do all kinds of different things on it, agility wise, and you're more refreshed when you ride. But I just still like the way this bike is big and bulky, and it makes you sore when you get off, because you know you're on a Harley Davidson, you know you're on something heavy and large, and this bike just feels so much more masculine and aggressive than this bike does. This one looks like the little son, child, or baby brother to this bike. When I park them next to each other, I mean, I don't know about like measurement difference from bottom frame to bottom frame, this, that, and the other. And some of y'all will argue that these bikes are the same size. I've had them parked next to each other, and you guys seen them in many videos. Grady is way bigger. I mean, I don't know about way bigger, but Grady is bigger. Grady looks way bigger parked next to Storm. Storm looks dwarfed by Grady, and you could see now, look. All right, so just that quick, I went on and dropped the rear fender off of this bike, and it's off, and I'm ready for the new Dominator fender to go on. That shit looks cool whenever you have the fenders off. You can see the rear tire like that. I love it. So it was easy, no install video needed. Screw here, that was 40, Torx 40. You have to remove these clips off where your saddlebag goes. One here, you leave that one on because the other T40's right there. And it was one T40 right here. So those three on this side. Have the T40 that was here, right here on the floor. And same thing on the other side. Then there are some bolts that you're gonna have to remove. That's gonna go on your new fender. They are there's four of these, and they're on each side. So if you can't reach, what I did, I just used this socket, 3/4, reached in there, got it out, and gonna unplug this from the fender itself. And yep, so that was it. So anyway, I said I wasn't gonna do a how-to, but it was quick and easy. And so you wiggle it around, then you get it out. This allows you to unplug right here. So, boom. So it's the little things you do when it's raining outside, and I don't mind riding when it rains, but I hate cleaning the bike after the riding in the rain, because there's just a lot of road sludge and stuff like that. And so fish are down there having fun. But anyway, get back in here. Just wanted to show y'all something different. All right, back to the video. Thank you for hanging out with me on this quick short episode of ChrisGlides. Hope to see you guys soon. And I can't wait to show you the new look of Blade when I get the new rear end put on there. And also, I can't wait to add those fishtails. So if you're at the shop with the fishtails in Cali, where everybody orders their fishtails from, please hurry up and send my order. If you are working on my wheels that are coming to Maryland from Southern California, from a place where everybody orders their spoke wheels with white walls, you already know. Please hurry up and send my parts so I can get this bike on the road and cruise by the summertime and be out there cruising. All right, guys, thanks for watching this episode of ChrisGlides. See you guys soon. Oh yeah, should I be putting these mirrors underneath? What do y'all think? Mirrors underneath the bars or leave them up here like they are? On the Viclas, I see a lot of guys putting the mirrors underneath. I guess it's preference, but y'all let me know. Peace out.